Good day, everyone. Thanks for joining us here in the Charged into the Market-Based Edition. Fellow competitors speaking. It looks like Zoom has broken out of the pattern that we've been following. It's actually a falling wedge pattern. Stick around until the end, loyal family. If you're new here, consider joining us. Please do your fundamental research. We're only going over the price action. Thank you, please. And what we're going to do is let you all know the levels that it needs to get above in terms of the previous level of support, the most critical level, which is going to be the previous level of resistance out of the falling wedge pattern. So we're just going to go over that here. And the potential lower target, we're going to go over that once again. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive right into the charts here, shall All right, so today's May the 9th, 2021, and the previous close of Zoom is going to be $295.24. It closed positive approximately 0.7% for the day. Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone. We have some more interesting analysis. Here's the falling wedge pattern that we've been following. Okay, so super simple, ladies and gentlemen. You are looking at a pattern that most of our commenters was telling me, like, no, dude, you have your pattern wrong. It's not a descending triangle, because we had a descending triangle before. It is a falling wedge. I agreed with our commenters in our family here, and I'm going to entertain this potential scenario here. Now, obviously, falling wedge patterns are bullish. Well, not obviously, if you're new and you don't know anything about technical analysis, these are typically bullish patterns where they actually break out to the top, right? They break out from the overhead resistance line, which is pretty clear to see. This descending line has been holding the price down. Yes, okay. And the lower descending line of support appears to, no, not appears. It has officially been compromised. Now, here's where it gets important, because if you guys don't know, this is actually a weekly candle. It is a successful weekly candle to close below the financial support line. May the 10th, which is tomorrow, today's Sunday, we're going to open a new weekly candle. Now, what must happen, because we go over this a lot on the channel, whenever you break down a financial support line, when it's a fake out, in most cases, the very next candle breaks above the support line, the previous level of support, which should act as resistance now. So essentially, if we open a new weekly candle and the market decides to push to the upside and it gets rejected from the previous level of support, which can be located at about $305, and it continues down, well, that would simply mean that the trend is continuing. The overall trend is to the upside, yes, as long as it's above that $280 level that we've been going over for a very long time, I can assure you. And some of the videos that we posted, we mentioned that level. In fact, speaking of previous videos, here's the video that we posted in September the 24th, 2020. This is the very first video that we posted. It was like 464. I'm not sure if you can actually see that on the screen there. Scary Zoom pattern that no one is talking about. And we didn't get any comments, no thumbs up. I'll leave myself a thumbs up there. 26 views, like no one was listening to me at the time, and people still don't listen to me. But we were just simply saying that there was something scary going on with the Zoom pattern that suggests that the market will likely go down. Now, let's be clear. Zoom is in an overall uptrend. Okay, if we back out and kind of look at everything, Zoom is in an overall uptrend. Yes, okay, it's walking up the stairs, very beautiful. And again, as long as it can stay above this red line, which is currently at $280, like $282. From a grand aspect of things, if it can stay above that level, consolidate sideways, preferably, that's what I would like to see. And that's what is actually the practical thing to do, given the fact that the market has been under downward pressure ever since October the 19th, 2020. The practical thing to do next would have some sort of curvature sideways consolidating before the next aggressive move up, if this market is in preparation to move higher. Because again, we just broke below a financial support line. So if the market does not make a bullish counter move next week, I've already gone over what the potential scenario would be if it just kind of stays below 300 and like, what is it, like $5, okay? Excuse me, I point out the levels, guys, because remember, I'm just telling the story. I'm not saying it's going to go in either direction. I'm not sure what the thumbnail suggests. But I point out these levels because if, as a relevant market participant, as you are, you have to take these levels into consideration. So when you see the market, let's just say, go up to like $350, you'll know that it's at the previous level of support. If it breaks above that level, it's great. The next thing that it must do is break above the resistance level that's been keeping the price down ever since October the 19th, 2020. If that makes sense, okay? All the way over here. ever since the market came into contact with this descending line, whether it's in a falling wedge pattern or not. We can actually get rid of that. And let's do this. Let's just say, because obviously falling wedges, they're bullish, right? They're supposed to break out to the upside. Let's just say that there's just a descending line holding the price down. Okay, and just keep it super simple and practical. All right, the descending yellow line is keeping the price down. I can't make that up, right? You see that? Came up to the line, rejected. Okay, it came up again, tested again, rejected, and right now it's at that 200, near the $282 level. Okay, so it's getting pretty tight in this little small range. This is how I find my dates. Okay, I think you guys are pretty familiar on how I find my dates. So if we were to do something like this for the weekly setup, we'll say that we should see a breakout very soon, and the breakout would extend all the way over to, well, it has the potential to extend all the way over to this little small area right over here. Okay, this small area right here represents June the 28th, 2021. So from now to June the 28th, 2021, we should see a breakout from the buyers or the sellers. Okay, and I know someone say, come on, dude, you're not giving us a direction. Well, no, your job as as a relevant market participant is to take note of the levels and understand that if the market gets below $282, yeah, it's not an ideal setup for the bullish case. I can assure you the sellers have been they've been kind of rubbing their hands together, just patiently waiting to disrupt this overall trajectory to the upside. Okay, so let's just give it, you have the, what does it say? June the 28th, 2021, just kind of tucks over in this little crevice here. And it broke below the falling wedge pattern that I put on the chart for you all. You guys said it wasn't a descending triangle. So I said, okay, it's not a descending triangle, then let's entertain. I think the pattern was something like this. I had a descending triangle on the chart, and I got challenged by this, but I mean, it's showtime, basically. So the market needs to make a move. You have the level 305. Let's leave this video out with just two levels, okay, to focus on for next week. Okay, so 305 would be the level right here, I guess, from the falling wedge pattern. It's kind of different from the descending triangle, right? If my pattern was correct the whole time. So $282. If you see the market near that level, yeah, that's not a good sign, guys. The sellers are really trying to disrupt. It's going to really shake things up, and it's going to probably start accelerating very fast to the downside, potentially, if it does not accelerate. Am I saying that right? Accelerate, one of them two. If it doesn't happen very fast, then that's actually a good sign. Even if the market breaks below 280, 282, well, that wouldn't be an ideal setup, guys, seriously. But if it's a slow, methodic move, we explain this a lot on the channel. If it's a slow, methodic move, that's fine. The only thing it needs to do is have some sort of bottoming formation. If we're not at the bottom now, I'm not sure. And then re-challenge the only line that's been keeping the price down, the descending yellow line. It's simple. It's super simple. It's like, I don't know, guys. It's super simple. All right. So that's what we're dealing with. I'm going to say that the market was in a descending triangle the entire time. Does the market have the opportunity to explode next week? Of course, it can do that. But let's just do this. 282. And to truly break above the descending line that's been keeping the price down, the two levels closing out this video. In summary here we go. $282 as a potential floor. If that breaks, you already know, guys, brace yourselves, okay? But if the market is ready to go up, that was pretty cool. It's $350. Listen, I'm the macro guy. I realize some want me to pull up like 1 hour candles, guys. It's not going to happen, all right? 282, 350. Those are the two sellers and the buyers obligation levels for next week. In order to show some real strength in this market, I'd like to see that 350. I realize that's a pretty substantial move from the current level up to 350. Maybe it would have to take a week or two or more, but you have the bottom line, 280, 282. Okay, so that's the level. All right, I said that like 10 times. So we'll cut it out here, and hopefully this was useful, guys. And again, next week is going to be pretty interesting. So I can't wait to see what happens in the market. Let me know down in the comment section what you think is going to happen in the market. Okay, so we'll cut it out. Sorry. Leave an appropriate thumb just below the video if you enjoyed the content, and leave a comment because the YouTube algorithm picks up on that. Thank you for your support. And also, if you're new, before you go, we'd like to send you more information on the, I'm not sure if you guys are into traditional, alternative cryptos. We cover that 7 days a week, Bitcoin, altcoins. So kindly subscribe with us, hit the bell, and we'll send you that information when it's available. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. We're going to cut it out here. Take care of yourselves. Protect your portfolio by executing your strategy. Okay, please do that before you enter these markets. So we'll talk soon, and bye for now.